Rodney Robert Burrows. John Thomas Campbell.
3 decades after they died, the names of the 47 people killed in the Kegworth air disaster were read out to a packed congregation. Around 300 people attended the service at St Andrew's Church, including survivors of the crash and relatives of the victims.
The dreadful event shook all of our communities, but through that, a united spirit was forged.
It's 30 years to the day since the Boeing 737 crashed on the M1 while attempting an emergency landing at East Midlands Airport. The plane hit an embankment, shattering into 3 parts. Many of those first on the scene to help the injured were civilians driving along the motorway.
I nearly bottled it, and I asked God. I looked up to the sky and I said, God, what do I do? And he kind of gave me almost a marine command, like, go, move.
We had nothing to get them down through the group of people, the lifeboat crew and the volunteers who had got out the bus, and had formed a double human chain down the side of the aircraft to the road.
After the service, many of the congregation made their way to the village cemetery, where wreaths and flowers were laid at a permanent memorial to those who lost their lives. The plane was en route from London to Belfast when it crashed. Among those on board that day was CLARKE. He was left with 2 broken legs and a crushed ankle. Now suffering from Huntington's disease, his daughter Ashley helped him make the journey over from Northern Ireland.
We make as many memories as possible and celebrate the fact that he survived it and remember those who sadly didn't. It was just a beautiful thing that we could do for him, because we knew if Daddy was fit to walk on that plane himself and be here himself, he would. Leslie Bloomer also survived the crash, but remembers it like it was yesterday.
The plane was just quivering and shaking, where the pilot was obviously trying to keep control, and then banged into the ground and out across the motorway, as I know, and there was a wrecking which was unbelievable, till it just stopped in silence. In my opinion, it depended where you were sitting on that plane, where you lost your life or not. Like, I was lucky, I was just sitting where I was sitting. There was people in the front of the plane like didn't get much of a chance where it hit the ground so hard.
30 years may have passed since that fateful winter's evening, but for the villagers of Kegworth and those who witnessed firsthand the devastation, it will be a day forever etched in their memory.
We did our bit, we did our best. Yeah, I wish we could have done more and helped the 47 who died, but that wasn't to be, I'm afraid.